2018 was full of a whole bunch of oopsies in the gaming world, whether it's video games, trading card games, retro games, or whatever type of game you're into. I thought it would be fun to go back and just take a look at some of the biggest boners of 2018. But first, I want to bring in a special guest to share their biggest gaming boner of the year.
If you know the name Billy Mitchell, chances are that you remember him as the antagonist from the documentary King of Kong. That was the movie where he tried to stop underdog Steve Wiebe from breaking his Donkey Kong high score. And the thing about documentaries is that they have to kind of play these things up for the sake of the narrative, so you have to take it for a grain of salt when a guy like Billy Mitchell is portrayed as a villain. However, in the case of King of Kong, they might not have had to exaggerate so much. Because as it turns out, he might have cheated to get those high scores. This all came to light earlier in 2018 when people started to notice that in the videos of his playbacks, the graphics were more consistent with emulators than with official hardware. Twin Galaxies, who maintains the high scores, only accepts official hardware gameplay because with an emulator, you can do things like splice together multiple playthroughs or cheat with save states. And although you can't prove that Billy did this, considering the mathematical near impossibility of getting as many blue barrels as he did, it's very likely that he did do that. Subsequently, Billy Mitchell was banned from Twin Galaxies and all of his high scores were purged, and although Billy Mitchell is by no means a bad player, it's crazy to think how much this world of professional gaming was built on a foundation of lies.
Hell yeah, Justin. I didn't even remember that when I was asking people to submit their top ideas for this. So thank you for doing that video, and also I'll leave a link to your wonderful channel in the description below. One of the next most interesting controversies slash boners, I'm still working out the title as I shoot this, was your boy Soulja Boy, who will henceforth be known as Polja Boy. And that actually topped the list of another friend of the channel. Let's check it out.
Oh boy, I get to talk about Soulja Boy again on the TheQuartering channel. What's up, Jeremy? Let's talk about what I think my biggest fail for 2018 was or is, and it still has to be Soulja Boy. I know I just made a video on it on my channel yesterday, but man oh man, let's discuss it on the TheQuartering channel too, because man is it delicious. So in case you don't know, Soulja Boy is a rapper that really rose to fame in 2007 for his single Crank That. It was all over the radio. He's nowhere near the level of fame he was at back in 2007. And honestly, I haven't thought about Soulja Boy since 2007 until late 2018 when out of nowhere, he is pretending or was pretending that he was becoming a viable console competitor when he released consoles, clone crap consoles, on his website, and they were just cheap knockoffs from Anbernic that you could get like on AliExpress for 40 or 50 bucks. They looked like an Xbox One X. They also had a portable console that looked like a Game Boy Advance. He was selling them for insanely hiked up prices with a whole bunch of illegal ROMs on there that he did not get permission from companies like Nintendo, Capcom, SNK for, and it made the whole internet light on fire. I made a bunch of videos on it. There's other content creators, including TheQuartering, that made videos on them because the whole concept was absolutely ridiculous. Now, a bunch of people criticize YouTubers like me, RGT85, Spawnwave Media, Dreamcast Guy, TheQuartering.
Okay, Titanfall fans, get ready for this one. So, apparently, and I've actually been working over the last day just to verify some of this information to figure out if this had to be a rumor wave or not. Doesn't seem to be a rumor, seems to be a certainty, and it's kind of come out of nowhere a bit, and it seems that EA was actually tapping influencers to pretty much try to break this game out and help it along by essentially revealing it and putting information out there. But what we're seeing right now is that there does appear to be a Titanfall-themed Battle Royale game, and it's coming soon. Now, the rumor seems to put it on Monday, so basically once we start the week, we're going to have a free-to-play Battle Royale game that is based around the Titanfall universe, and there are some things to point out with this that may concern some people who are fans of it. Now, the initial information came from the YouTube channel TheQuartering, and he put out information all about a game that is coming from Respawn, and the title now that we've figured out at this point as more and more information come out. It's called Apex Legends. So this is going to be a battle royale game, and there's been a lot of talk about it. Again, TheQuartering there, his video is down in the description if you want to go check it out and see what he had to say about it as well.
For going after Soulja Boy for selling these knockoff consoles, but not going after other companies. Same price that you could get an Xbox One X for or a PS4 Pro. That's what he was selling his Game Fuse console for. Hey, at least it was on sale. He was originally trying to sell it for $6.99. So it's a bargain. Now, I'm not going to go into specifics because I don't want to see Jeremy get demonetized. But Soulja Boy said some colorful things about the gaming community, calling people homophobic slurs and retards and so on and so forth. It'll take you 2 seconds to look up the tweets. And he even said that he got permission from Nintendo to use their IPs. Well, let's continue to add another layer of ridiculousness to the whole Soulja Boy fiasco, and this just happened a couple days ago, is that content creators like me, I'm sure TheQuartering too, Spawnwave Media, RGT85, Dreamcast Guy, list goes on and on and on, were accused of being racist. They were saying we were criticizing Soulja Boy for because he was black. If he wasn't black, we wouldn't have cared. Which, I guess if you use that logic, I guess I must be prejudiced against Todd Howard, the creator of the Fallout series, because I've made countless videos criticizing him and Fallout 76. So I guess I must be prejudiced against slender white dudes that wear leather jackets. It was the most ridiculous argument ever. I swear on my children, I didn't even think about Soulja Boy's race until I was accused of being racist for criticizing him. It had nothing to do with his race. It had to do with his ridiculous marketing move he was doing with these consoles. And it infuriated me that the race card was even brought up because I didn't even think of race. Race had nothing to do with it. Well, drum roll please, in the end, shockingly, like we predicted, Soulja Boy had no choice but to take his consoles down. He was lying, he was being unethical, and no matter what race he was, if it was Macaulay Culkin, we would have called him out. And Soulja Boy trying to sell these knockoff garbage consoles is what I consider the biggest gaming fail of 2018. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Rich. Again, I'll leave a link to Review Tech USA in the description below. You should absolutely check out his channel. He covers a lot of the things I do, but he also has a keen eye for the tech side of things and hardware, which I simply don't have the knowledge base to cover. And on to a third guest on today's video. And before I share what I think was the biggest boner of 2018, let's see if I can drag this dog out from the rain and get him to make us a video.
Hey, it's me, Rags. And yeah, for those of you wondering, dogs do have prostates. So 2018 was full of losers. In a way, it's hard to choose between them all. Bully hunters, battle state games, electronic arts. You had Dirty Bomb, Mortal Engines, that Han Solo movie thing. Remember that? That was a thing. But honestly, I think my personal pick for biggest loser of 2018 is Bethesda Game Studios. Anyway, you guys have a magical new year, and don't forget to subscribe to PewDiePie to own the libtards. Bye-bye!
All great options for fail of the year 2018, but I have a few other options to get into, and I want to again thank Rags, Review Tech USA, and Justin Whang for producing some sweet guest spots free of charge. So if you enjoyed their spots, make sure you take a second to check out their channels. They will be linked in the pinned comment below. Give them a subscribe. Tell them I said what's up. Let's get back into the fails runner-up edition. So, of so many things to choose from, and we've got some great selections from the fellas that provided me clips I want to talk about Battlestate Games, maybe copyright striking one of their most popular streamers because they didn't like some of the criticism they had. We had shout out to Jessica Price attacking the Guild Wars 2 fandom, calling them man babies, eventually getting fired. I hope you enjoyed this show. I hope to make this show exceedingly good in 2019. Much more production, much more cameos. It was kind of a last second idea that I had. I hope you enjoyed it though. And again, thank you to all of you for always crushing that thumbs up button and leaving comments. It really has helped the channel a ton. Thanks again to Rags, Review Tech USA, and Justin for producing videos to help spice it up and make this one a little more interesting. Thank you for everything in 2018. Let's crush it in 2019, everybody.
It's hard, so like I got the actually like I had to like replace the headphones.
Okay, we're on.
We're on?
Yeah, you gotta play us in. This is the Doug Show theme.
It's the Doug Show theme. That was Cocaine and Cambria, but I guess it's the Doug Show theme now too.
I own it now. Copyright
yours.
2018, Doug TenNapel.
Redefining fair use, make it unfair use.